It's time to saddle up. So as you can see, I've fitted a saddlebag to the side, a genuine Royal Enfield saddlebag, I believe. And instead of spending money, I just made my own rack system for this to attach it. And it's very successful and very cheap to make. And I will show you how to do that in this video. So I bought this lovely genuine leather saddlebag over a year ago, very cheaply. At least I think it was very cheaply. I paid 1,000 baht for it. It was a 50% discount at the Royal Enfield shop. They had two. Stupidly, I only bought one. And I bought it for my Royal Enfield Meteor 50, thinking it would look nice. However, when I put it on the side, it was a little bit too big for what I wanted, and it didn't really have the right look. So even though I bought this bag very cheaply, it's ended up costing me a lot of money because I had to buy the bike to fit the bag, right? Welcome to my messy garage. I've got my lovely 35-year-old Honda VLX 600 bobber, which I bobbed, which I love, the cruiser feel, which is why I ended up with this one, because I just love the foot peg position where it is. Looking around my messy garage, I was looking for materials to make my rack, and initially I was going to use these little rods, little cubes that were left over from making our front gates. But then, I thought they were a bit heavy, and then I stumbled across these bits of water pipe, and then the idea sprang. So, this is the configuration I have for my saddlebag rack. Two end caps, one 90-degree, and two bits of plastic pipe. You think it's not strong? I can put all my weight on that. It won't break, it won't bend. You have to think about it. It's designed to hold a lot of pressure from water. So all I've done is just hot glued them together. I've got exactly the same thing going on here. I hope you can see that. It's not very good light at the moment. But there, that's all I've done to the bike. The only thing that I had to do was to cut the end cap in half, because it was a little bit too long for me, and drill a hole in the center for it to fit into the screw holes that Royal Enfield provide. One sprayed black, one not. You would have thought that a piece of water pipe left over would be able to make a bike rack. The only thing I had to do was to cut the 90-degree by 45 degrees to enable access to the screw inside. Hopefully you can see that. And then put a rubber washer on it, which was just a washer from a hose end. And away we go. That's all I needed to do. And that screws into the Royal Enfield with the original screw. Luckily the nut on the other side permanently stays there, so you're not going to lose the nut. All you have to do is screw it in, and I've been travelling on that for a while. No paint damage, and the rubber washer keeps it tight. I've not even attached it at the other end. It just rests on top of the lifting handle, the carrying handle, the luggage handle, and the strap holds it on from the bag. But if you wanted to, you could just cable tie that on. There's the screw. Line it up, screw it on, keep screwing it up, and there, we're done. As simple as that. Strong, not going anywhere, strong as anything. Definitely strong enough for a lever saddlebag. Reminds me of my early school days actually, and I've just used the leather straps that were provided and slide it over. 1, 2. Actually this one a little bit different. I'm going to go under the handle first and then over, push that down, push it through the bag and do that one up tight, and that does 2 things: holds it to the bike and stops the bar from lifting. So as simple as that really. And then just do the strap back up. I've got the buckles on the inside of the bag because I just don't want to scratch the paintwork of the bike. So there we go, the buckles on the inside. It's just handy to keep my gaiters, a basic waterproof, some bungee straps if I carry anything, still big enough to put a couple of bottles of beer or a loaf of bread or anything I go when I'm shopping. And this one will actually fit over the thicker part of the pipe, like so. And then it just sits on top of the foot peg. It's not going anywhere. I can ride at 120 kilometers per hour because it's stiff leather, it's rigid, it doesn't bend, it doesn't blow away, it stays there perfectly. There, as simple as that. The only thing I have to do is just tighten up the screw. The wife's lovely gardening, lovely cabbages, and this is the gates where I had my metal left over from, and I honestly thought I was going to make a rack from the metal, but I don't need it that strong, just for a lightweight leather bag. And there, the only thing that gives it away that it's a water pipe is the bit of writing on the end, but it just fits there beautifully on the bike. It doesn't rock around in the wind or anything. It's just absolutely ideal for what I need, just for carrying little bits and bobs to school and back. And this is my office basically. It was very handy for giving lessons online during COVID. I could sit here with my laptop. But now all those days are behind us, hopefully. There you go. Everything fits nice and snugly. Nothing's vibrating. It's not going anywhere, apart from my dogs. Let's give it a road test so you can see. Oh, it's got such a bad lock, this bike. That's one thing I miss about my 350. Okay, doggies. The canal is nice and full. The rice fields are flooded. Ready for next rice season. Oh, neighbours' dogs. I am slowly growing to love this bike as much as my 350. It's taken a while. The 350 was such a good bike to beat, to be honest. And there's a lot of difference and a lot of similarities, right? The controls are exactly the same. The handlebars, the speedo, the clock, the tripper, exactly the same. So it looks like the same bike. The mirrors are the same. The handles are the same. Right, now we'll film the saddlebag. As you can see, very little movement on the saddlebag. It's a perfect fitment for this job. And we're just about to do a fly past of one of Chiang Rai's most famous tourist attractions, the White Temple. There we go, rice planting time. Oh, one of my crazy dogs. One of my crazy dogs. Where have you been? Hey, where have you been? Oh, another one of my crazy dogs. Come on, crazy dogs. Go home. Go home, crazy dogs. And another crazy dog. Oh my goodness. Yes, we have 4 dogs and 5 cats and 4 motorbikes. I do hope you found this video useful. If you did, please like. Please subscribe, it really helps me grow the channel. And if you haven't seen it yet, please take a look at my 1,600 kilometer journey video blog, whatever you call it, to Bangkok and back. 1,600 kilometers in 2 days. Again, it would be much appreciated to get the numbers up of views of that video, which took some filming actually. So anyway, until next time, safe riding, and see you on the next video.